Hello and welcome to the UKGL Season 2. I'm Nuff, and I'm joined today by Sifel.
Hello.
Hello Sifel, welcome to the cast.
Thank you.
I hope you're looking forward to some crazy Dotes action.
Well, yes, I am certainly looking forward to that. I just hope it delivers.
Yep. Okay, so we're watching a match today between Ironic Cyber Athletes and SkyBATH Majors.
Still don't get that pun.
Well, they're from the University of Bath, and
Yeah, I gathered that much.
and the majors, you know, for like, it's to do with like, I'm sounding extremely stupid here because all the words have left my. I'm going to start, right? I'm just going to be quiet,
Alright.
and move on to the bands. SkyBATH have gone ahead and banned out OD and Death Prophet, whereas Ironic have gone and eliminated the Bristleback and those pesky Invoker.
Yeah, I hate those Penske invokers.
You secretly
It's the
love
worst.
Invoker.
He's just so confident, you know? He's got such a strong personality. How can anyone resist?
He's an arrogant twat bag, I believe is the
You just don't understand him.
accurate term.
You don't understand his pain.
His pain? What is his pain? Please enlighten me.
He's immortal and all-powerful. Do you understand how lonely that is?
Well, you know, if he wasn't a dick to
You
everyone,
just want to comfort him and be there for him.
I don't really. I want to squash him with various things. When he dies, it's a good thing. I love him when he dies. It's great.
Ah.
But then he comes back because, you know, respawn times and shit. But we'll probably talk about some of the picks here. SkyBATH have gone for first pick CM. Good support. Great at roaming. Decent lane support. Ironic have gone for Timbersaw and a Venomancer. Timbersaw is still a really strong offlaner.
And he must put a strong counter Timbersaw, so good pick up.
Yeah, he's a decent laner as well. He brings relatively decent lane presence. And if you've got some other slows to go with him or just some serious burst damage, his slow at level 1 is really quite brutal. I think it's, what is it, like a 60 or 80% slow at level 1?
It is a 50% slow at all ranks.
I was close, apart from I was quite far away, but still 50% slow is pretty hefty. And Abaddon being picked up by SkyBATH Majors now, which would suggest they have the indication of either having a support, a carry that they need to keep alive desperately in the early game, or they're going to go for something that can dive.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I imagine Abaddon will be played as a core, perhaps, or something along those lines.
I very much doubt it.
I guess.
You can't
You
lane
do-
him.
yeah, you do?
You can't lane him as a core. He has to be laned
I
as a
suppose you
support.
are right. I suppose you are right.
Radiant team
But it
back.
does. It
Let's
does
put him
leave,
in the middle.
You could put middle, but why would you put middle when you could put better heroes middle?
For shits and giggles.
This is not about shits and giggles. This is a university tournament for no money. This is like
Oh, I'm sorry.
the
I didn't
most
realize
super
such high
serious thing
stakes.
you could be in. Continued bans coming out. SkyBATH banning out Bounty Hunter, who's an offlaner, so they probably assuming that Timbersaw is a mid. Gyrocopter also being banned out, pretty decent carry, though you don't see that much of him anymore these days. And Ironic are banning out
10
Viper,
seconds
who's
to
They really want to
pretty
force
lethal.
an Abaddon middle, don't they?
Don't think so. Viper's actually a pretty decent ban because Timbersaw doesn't like Viper very much.
Reserve
And Venomancer loses Poison Wars against Viper.
Indeed.
They're taking their time on this last ban though. Just want to make sure they get it right. I mean, with SkyBATH, I have to imagine that with an Abaddon, they're going to pick up something like a Weaver, who can dive past towers with very little punishment.
Indeed.
Or one of the other kind of divey heroes like a Slardar perhaps, or a Night Stalker.
It is, however, Doom being banned next.
Yeah, Doom being I mean, Doom. It's like this band stuff that fucks over Timbersaw. Yeah, Doom pretty much eliminates Timbersaw from the game pretty hard.
Yeah.
AA being picked up as the other support. So they've got pretty greedy supports with no actual disables.
Well, no, not really.
Lots of slow.
Indeed, and if combining all that slow could result in a proper cold feed, then it might work. But yeah, you might be picking up some stuns from their other characters then.
Radiant
Called it!
Mm-hmm.
There's your Weaver pickup. he will be enjoying a tri-lane of death, where he will be able to dive past towers and get kills if he needs to, especially if he's up against a solo Timbersaw. Would probably be quite difficult for him to dive, actually, out of all of it. But we've got Venomancer, Ancient Apparition, and Sand King now on Ironic, and I'm going, okay, so that's 3 support heroes usually, unless they're looking to either mid the Venomancer, mid Ancient Apparition, or mid the Sand King. I mean, out of the 3, which would you prefer, and which would you think would benefit most from being in that mid position?
Sand King.
Is it because you're slightly biased towards Sand King?
Well, I'm massively biased.
5 seconds.
It depends. I don't know what they might be sending middle so far, SkyBATH, so it's entirely up in the air. If not Sand King, then probably Venomancer. But I'm just not a big fan of Apparition, so maybe I'm just biased horribly against him.
His ultimate brings so much to your game if you can get to level 11 at a decent time.
This is true. I just feel like Venomancer is a more powerful, not only laner to disrupt the enemy in the middle, but also for roaming to gank.
Well, Ancient Apparition's Chilling Touch cannot be underestimated in lane. It's better if you're in a lane with other heroes, because you can hit multiple heroes, and the cooldown on it is quite lengthy. So he's probably the least likely to go mid out of them all. Sand King, it really does depend who he's up against in mid, because if he's against something that can just harass him off lane, he's going to get nothing from that.
Indeed.
And Venomancer, well, Venomancer is probably the best pick out of the 3. Puck. Probably not want to be a Sand King in that situation.
I wouldn't want to be now.
But he can act on the tri-lane along with the Ancient Apparition. If he's in the safe lane, which is probably likely, because they do seem to run their defensive tri-lanes more often than not, he has the option to wander into the jungle and farm up. And Sand King's actually incredibly quick at farming up the jungle these days, if you stack some camps for him, because of the buff to his Sandstorm. So and that's how you get yourself an early Blink Dagger, and that can make a really huge difference, getting that early Blink.
Indeed. Sandstorm is simply so damn powerful for taking out the neutral camps, it's unbelievable.
It's so good, I love it, it's amazing. I mean, I shouldn't be farming when I'm playing Sand King, but I just have to. It's like gold!
Well, when you take out the neutral camps, if you do it the right way, it's beneficial to your team as well, so it's not really considered farming in my book.
It's
not pushing down towers.
It's like stealing. It's not stealing farm.
Yeah, it's like pushing down towers. You say it's for the benefit of the team, but it's really doing it for yourself.
That is true. Okay, so they've got one ban left, and they have to decide whether or not the Weaver's going to be acting in a tri-lane with the Abaddon and Crystal Maiden, which is probably what I'd be imagining he is, or go for a ban on an off-laner, which they have done, and they've banned out Clockwork, who's got a lot of shutdown, a great ganker as well. If positioned correctly, he just, he can completely change the dynamics of a team fight.
Even so, I don't see who in the current lineup would be that scared of losing. I mean, Venomancer and Apparition were both very vulnerable to Clockwork, but Timbers on Sand King would have very good escape mechanisms. So whatever they're picking up next must be what they're afraid of getting ganked. So some sort of carry without escape mechanism, I imagine.
It's possible. I mean, there's a lot of carries in the pool. I mean, they've only had Gyrocopter, DK, Viper, and Doom banned, so there's a hell of a lot left there to pick. I'm wondering if they actually want to go aggressive tri-lane with Venomancer, Ancient Apparition, and Sand King.
Possibly. And
be picking up a mid lane and
it's a conquer. I guess we have a mid laner there, perhaps.
Possibly. See, he does make more sense as a.
And he's annoying as fuck to a Puck.
Yeah, fuck. I just called him a fuck there.
You can't play shift out of all the bloody Tidebringers.
You could try. But then he'll just do cancel animations, and you'll be like, "Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me, bro?"
So, what do you think the last pick coming up from SkyBATH would be? I imagine something with a bit more easy to land team fight potential, besides a Puck, because Crystal Maiden's ultimate in all its glory is not that easy to sustain in a team fight.
If they think Puck's gonna struggle in mid, they could put him off lane and run something like maybe a Zeus, so they have some serious nuke. Because Weaver doesn't do bugger all early on, really, unless you go for a quick medallion. Puck does a reasonable amount of damage early on, so does Crystal Maiden. So
Puck does a fantastic amount of damage early on.
Ember Spirit.
Ember Spirit.
That see, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to lane it now.
No, me neither. I would say the Ember will probably go on the aggressive tri lane.
It'd make more sense.
But then what would we do with Weaver? Would he put him middle? No, I'm calling for pause.
Puppy paws. They picked the wrong hero. They need to do something else. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest. I mean, I've been doing some stats for teams recently, but I've been doing it with the teams that have played the most games, so I haven't really looked into SkyBATH majors. I don't even know what positions the players play at the moment.
Indeed,
so-
and there's just so many possibilities for lanes here. They picked a very versatile loadout, both of them.
This is like what I've been looking forward to in like these games, because the meta is really supporting those. Oh, I'm having problems with my system at the minute. Hang on a second.
I just love how people quote the meta as if it's some all-knowing deity.
It's just like 'cause
of
there's not a
authority.
it's like there's no better word for it, because it's a dumb word for it.
Yeah, it is, and it's just. I just love the way people treat it. It's like a religion or the economy. It's like, oh, it does not favor this sort of action. You must not do it. It will bring doom upon us all.
No, but I mean, what I'm talking about the meta in this case is that it's quite open in the picks and the laning strategies, which is what really makes it interesting. It's not like it was before when like it was a 6.79, I think it was, where you pretty much knew exactly what they were going to be picking. Even I knew exactly what people were picking. That's that's how simple it was. You knew exactly how they were going to lane it. And nowadays you've got crazy stuff coming out. You've got like Fnatic playing Meepo as a support. You've got people doing like... We had Alliance, they were playing a Tusk in an aggressive tri-lane with a Wisp. I mean, there's just really interesting stuff coming out. And just much more strategies. Especially after they did this like nerf to the Midas and the Necro book, so you didn't just have everyone with a Midas, then everyone with a Necro book, and that was the entire strategy you would watch. I haven't been reading.
I do enjoy when the meta changes because it means people change. I never gave a shit about meta, but it's fun to see people change up what they usually do, so you get to play something different for once. Still happy to see the gank meta is still very strong.
The gank potential is
I'm not looking forward when it goes out of style again, because I fear it eventually will. I'm not looking forward to 15-minute matches of 3 carries farming up.
See, I don't think that's what IceFrog is ever going to want again. I think he really wants it to be an exciting spectator sport or esport, and you're not going to get that if the first 40 minutes is spent watching people doing the jungle and farming lanes.
Sorry, Chinese.
Sorry, Chinese. Even they've been forced to play aggressive Dota now, which is fantastic.
Must be a joy to watch.
It is, because they've got a ridiculously high skill cap in their country, and their teamwork is phenomenal. So when they do awesome strats that are aggressive, it's really good fun to watch.
Fair enough. And it seems like the lanes are starting to shape up. We have an aggressive off lane on the Radiant side.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to get. There's a lot of pings coming out.
Yep.
Battle will commence in
And that's a warded
30
pull through camp.
seconds.
However, I don't think I think he's anticipating to be against the tri-lane, so he's actually going to be up against a solo Timbersaw, who will get quite a lot of farm actually against this Weaver, though he won't be able to deny Weaver that much. Sorry, casters, for overpinging. I won't forgive you, actually. I won't. I'm going to enjoy watching you die, Rainbow Warrior.
Dear me. I hope he can't hear us.
He can't.
I certainly hope he can't hear us, otherwise I just spoil the strategy.
Yeah, we are effectively what would be 2 minutes behind on the stream.
Okay.
Anyone who's watching Dota TV will also be 2 minutes behind. So
That is fair enough.
let's say you just pause it and wait to hear our ideas and then start playing. That's the evil strat. So Conker's mid. Timbersaw is going to be in the solo safe lane up against this Weaver. You have the aggressive tri lane of Ancient Apparition, Venomancer, and Sand King. He'll be up against this Ember Spirit, which is actually quite good because he's squishy as shit early levels, and they've got that chilling touch up on everybody as well. So it seems like
Indeed, physical damage being the one thing he can't protect himself against. Well, not the one thing, but he has an anti-magic shield, which is not going to help him here.
Well, he's got a magic shield in the form of Apophic Shield, Perfect Shield? Yeah, Perfect Shield as well. So
This is true.
he's not going to be the easiest to kill, but they definitely have more kill potential on their team.
If you can lock him somewhere, like out in the forest somewhere, he can't escape, and they can rifle him down very easily.
They should be able
And
to...
with Venomancer, they could easily possibly do that with his wards.
Yeah. You'd almost want to set up like a Shadow Demon disruption, so you could just surround him, so he can't move.
Shame they don't have a Shadow Demon.
Well, it's kind of a pocket strat. I'm not a huge fan of Shadow Demon, I'll be honest.
No.
Actually, Sleight of Fist to level 1, which is an interesting idea. Maybe he wants to be able
Perhaps
to
he's
harass...
looking to escape
You
certain
can't-
stuns or something. I don't know.
if you've got ridiculous timing, you can do it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't think it's the greatest idea. Let's get the CS
Well,
jar
certain
for it.
abilities are very slow. Like, for example, Burrow Strike isn't all that fast. It's kind of fast. And the Poison Nova, not the Nova, the other thing. Venomous Gale from Venomancer is rather slow moving and easily dodgeable. So that's
It's
possibly
max
the-
range, yeah, but Burrow Strike at level 1 is really short, so the actual time that it takes him to get to you is like... actually, I think it's pretty much instant at all levels.
Nearly, at
You have
least.
to be like pretty clutch with your timing.
If only he was Chinese.
Even the Chinese would struggle, I think. Timbersaur's trying to bully this Weaver off lane,
Indeed he is.
but Weaver's come prepared. Munchy Biscuit.
Meanwhile, it seems that it's very intense fighting between Conker and Puck in the middle. Both here saying plenty of damage from each other.
Well, you've both got to be aggressive, because they're both kind of those aggressive kind of heroes. Kunkka is like passively aggressive, but not being, you know, passive aggressive. If that made any sense
No.
at all. But basically, he doesn't need to like dive you to do damage to you. And neither does
Indeed.
Puck. They can both just kind of harass from a distance. It's good phase shift actually from the Waffle King. Waffle King? He's not a phase shifter. He's Kunkka. From Dave on the Puck.
Yeah.
He's actually going to go get this rune now. He just pushed the wave out. He's going to happily wander down here.
Indeed, Weaver was kind enough to alert him to the existence of that rune at the start of the match. So he's been waiting to pick that up, I imagine.
And not to mention they do have the top warded, so they know there's not one there. Timbersaur's got his bottle out to him now, so he'll be a happy bunny.
Assuming he gets use in the room control, of course.
Well, the thing is he's going to be battling the Waffle King for being able to bottle crow, because Timbersaur's definitely going to be bottle crowing. It's whether or not Kunkka's going to need it as well.
Missing middle.
Hopefully he can get some runes, but with absolutely no wards down at the moment.
Well, actually, the Radiant side have a ward up in the Dire jungle, just not overlooking the rune.
They've got Venom Monster at the moment going to D-ward, actually. You know, if the uphill will allow him to do so.
He's hitting consistently, actually.
The Puck knows there's nothing up there anyway. He's going to go grab this DD, which might mean a death for the Timbersaur if he's not too careful.
Or the Conker, if he ends up in a really bad spot.
It's aggressive tri-lane as well. Still not really getting anywhere at the moment. It hasn't got
Conker's
kill.
moving.
They haven't really denied that much farm to the Rainbow Warrior at the moment. He's a 16 CS. Sun King's doing alright, but he's quite behind. But at the moment, Kunkka, king of all the CS, and Timbersaur's doing really well for himself. Weaver doing okay, but not as well. Problem is, if you don't kill off a Weaver, he will eventually become a real issue.
Dyer's middle
Indeed.
As far as late game carries go, SkyBATH got the advantage in the Weaver. Not to mention they still have an Ember Spirit as well, who is going to be a monster during the mid game most likely.
I do feel that the SkyBATH certainly have a stronger late game potential, however. And if
Yeah.
Irona cannot finish it early and it drags on, they're going to be in a lot of trouble, especially with all the split push potential as well.
Thing about that's the thing about Ironic at the moment. You look at their team fight and you think this is going to be hell to deal with, and then they just go, oh well, it doesn't really matter. We have two heroes perfectly capable of split pushing. We have Ember Spirit, he can just zoom about using his ultimate. Oh, Waffle King's actually being dived right now. Out comes the Dream Coil as well. He does get snuffed out, but the boat comes out. Oh, it doesn't
Too
get a return
far.
kill. Way too far. So Waffle King gives up first blood to Dave. DD doing all the work.
Indeed.
There's actually a smoke from Crystal Maiden as well.
I guess she was figuring to help out. Now she's
Yeah.
very confused.
She doesn't even need to. Her smoke's actually dispelled. But there's going to be another rune
This
going...
could spell trouble for the top lane.
Radiant's middle
Yeah.
tower is being attacked.
Because they don't have any vision of this.
Well, no. They will have vision of Crystal Maiden.
Yeah,
Radiant's
returning.
middle tower
But the
is
puck
under
isn't going
attack.
to be silly enough to walk past those wards.
No.
There's actually a Zerva ward down here by Munchie Biscuit, right in the lane.
Mm-hmm.
So you can keep an eye on during the night to make sure no one rotates from the water.
For a short while longer, at least.
Yeah. Trying desperately to deal with this bloody Weaver. He's such a nuisance one-on-one.
Very much so. So is Timbersaw, in fairness. So it is a worthy battle.
Yep. Crystal
Oh,
Maiden,
s-
being played by Plaza at the minute. He's just going to farm up the jungle. While this top lane just, you know, Rainbow Warrior isn't being denied anything. Oh, that being said, they do get a stun on him now. And Cold Feet. And the Gale, I believe, just missed.
Mm.
Just missed. Only just, but still missed. So, he got that
It might
shield
be-
up and didn't really take much damage at all. Perfect shield
No.
also on him. So they just don't have the lockdown on him with the Apothic shield, because the second they stun him, that shield comes out and he's automatically straight back in it.
Indeed.
They don't really have the burst damage. They have a potential for a nasty lane and harassment.
They have very heavy sustain damage with all the dots.
Yeah.
But not enough to do that much of it early on. Not with an Abaddon there to protect him with his heals and his shield.
No, and Abaddon's all they need to protect him at this moment as well. So Crystal Maiden's just enjoying the jungle.
Mm.
And now the CS chart's definitely switched the other way. Puck's now in the lead. Weaver right
Puck's-
behind him, and Ember Spirit taking up third spot. So
Puck has activated his Invis rune, is waiting for Kunkka to wander up so he can get nuked. Oh, and here it comes.
patient Puck is
Oh.
patient. The Waffle
He's
King.
waiting.
The Waffle King's just wondering where the hell's Puck. Someone's
And the
pinging.
monster's rotating him though.
There's pinging. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, here goes Puck. Ouch, that is hurting. And
His Venom Monster though, in comes Evil Pooley, gets out of the Gale, he's going to try and right click him to death, and the rotation from Muffins as well. They might get a kill here. He's frozen him solid. That is a return kill. Finally killing off that
Indeed.
Puck.
it is a shame, Bay. But had him Puck not been invisible, this could have gone much, much worse.
I
But
think-
he
I
got
think
to
he
pick up a
knew.
Kunkka kill first.
I was wondering if Kunkka knew.
I would not imagine
There was
so.
pinging coming out, but I didn't see who it was from. And he stayed
No.
in there knowing that his teammates were coming to back him up.
Indeed.
Sanking's now
I think he was probably trying to draw the Puck out.
Evil Pooley going
Oh.
on Rainbow Warrior, but he's just going to die to that dot at the moment. He might be able to get out of this unless he's blocked up by the Abaddon, which he is. Sleight of Fist comes out and he gets the kill. In comes a boat, but it connects with nobody. And that's another kill going towards SkyBATH right now.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's not, the lanes haven't gone the way they'd wanted. I mean, there's been evil trading on bottom lane.
Oh,
AA
here comes an
ultimate.
ultimate.
That
Hitting
might-
the Abaddon.
he might
Abaddon
die.
is in very big trouble.
He's putting a shield on himself, but that won't actually protect him. Stun comes in and he's picked off by the Sand King. In the meantime, Rainbow Warrior retreats to his jungle. Keep himself alive. Keep that carry hope alive. Sneaky ward actually coming out here by the Crystal Maiden.
Very, very sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. Fantastic vision for behind the tower though. They have a hell of a lot of
Middle tower
envision
is under siege.
around the kind of Ember Spirit safe lane area.
They want to protect him badly.
Well, Weaver can pretty much sustain himself, especially in a solo lane.
Hmm.
Munchie Biscuits found himself a haste rune on bottom. There's another rune spawn right next to him as well, Invis. He's guarding it for Kunkka, I think. Or maybe he just wants to use his bottle up so he can get even more mana. Yeah, there you go. So, Invisible Timbersaw with a haste, rotating towards mid right now.
Dire's middle tower
Waffle
is
King being the bait
attacked.
for the Puck. Munchie Biscuit, actually I think he's going to rotate all the way to the top right now. But he is going to go past his sentry ward. He just got pinged.
Radiant's bottom tower
Indeed.
is under siege.
Ember Spirit's
not
behind his
connected
tower
there.
now. Actually, he stick a spirit right behind the tower so he can just zoom straight to it if he needs to. Shields up on him as
Radiant's
well.
bottom tower is
Munchie's going
being
to get very
attacked.
little out of this.
Nothing more, most likely. He's
See,
gonna
this is- he's
retreat
just
now.
baiting.
In comes the
Radiant's
Yeah, he's just
bottom
baiting
tower
because you know he can just zoom back in a second. They're going to try to burst him down before he can, but there he goes! There he goes.
And the AA ultimate does not connect. I might have changed things, but it did not.
Oh, Vendomancer just died as well.
Dear oh dear.
I didn't see that one. Another stun comes in on him, but they just can't do enough damage to wipe him out. They might be able to, actually. So he just follows up with some more nuke from Munchie Biscuit, throws the hook, but manages to miss him just.
Under attack.
Desperately trying to do it, but he dodges it again. He's going to go full hog here. He actually gets
no.
snared up. In comes a boat, though. Huge boat. Hits Crystal Maiden. She's almost dead. They managed to pick up Abaddon underneath his own tower. Rainbow Warrior, he's going to fight this. He's going to take down Waffle King. In comes the puck as well. He's down. Out comes the sustained damage from Munchie Biscuit. He gets himself a kill. And now Weaver's going to try to pick him off as he retreats. Well, he might be in deep trouble right now.
Oh, he definitely is.
He's going to go down as well. Diving there, the Weaver. Actually, they might just dive onto Evil Pooley as well on his tower.
Yeah, it's the tower diving you spoke of.
Yep,
Going to
there he
use Ultimate
goes.
very soon.
In comes the Sand there, gets a stun
Oh!
underneath the tower. Does he have time lapse? No, he doesn't. They need to get
No,
this kill.
he just used it. Just might be.
he's-
Oh, it's gone invisible.
He's very lucky. Very lucky.
That was a very good initiative from Sand King.
Yeah, but so finally we see some aggressive play here by Ironic.
Mm.
It's what we've been looking forward to.
Indeed.
Sand King actually went mana boots before he went for his Blink Dagger.
Perhaps not the worst decision.
It's not the worst decision. I like to rush it myself because I really want it early as possible so I can just catch people out with the epicenter. But it's not the worst thing in the world because you do need to sustain, and Ancient Apparition doesn't build them very often, though he has in this case. What about you, Venomancer?
So I don't think the epicenter is going to be all that useful in this match up until he gets a rank 2 in it. Only then will it pay off because they have so much protection.
I think
This
it will
type of
be.
team. They have an Abaddon, they have Weaver, they have Ember Spirit. They can all protect themselves and each other from the magic damage.
I think he's perfectly capable of taking out Crystal Maiden and Abaddon pre-level 6, and he's just kind of sapping experience from Rainbow Warrior right now, trying to get that level 6 up and running. Waffle King is still farming up the best he can. He hasn't actually got that much in the terms of items right now. He has nothing really significant. He's got himself his Bracer, 800 gold at the moment, so he might be looking to build up into Drums of Endurance, perhaps. Munchie Biscuit now is going to obviously work towards that Bloodstone.
Puck, meanwhile, has finished up his Power Threads, Null Talisman, and a Blink Dagger.
Yeah, this is a fed puck, and he's going to be a real nuisance when he gets the chance. Waffle King's actually just going to man up and fight this puck for a little bit. But I mean, how are you seeing the lanes going right now? Oh, that being said, they're going in on Rainbow Warrior again.
Well
Throw the ulti out. It does land on him, but he's got that shield up, and he's going to be just fine. They actually know where you are, Sand King. Then they've got a Sentry Ward as well. It looks like they're going to be able to pick him up. But he Bow Strikes out of it. TP support is coming in, though it does cancel out. Venomancer died as well at some point during that.
That was Timbersaw trying to teleport. It was interrupted by Puck's ultimate, but Timbersaw picked him off.
Oh, well, it's a good return, Kim.
Very intense fight.
Although I think we're going to lose Timbersaw again. Munchie Biscuit is going to desperately try to get away from this Weaver, but he'll just be dived under tower and killed again.
Most likely, yes. Oh, it's Turbot coming in though.
It's not going to be enough. No. This Weaver really happily sitting at 3-0.
Indeed, most of the way towards well, not most of the way I wouldn't say, but he's got a Perseverance up and very soon an Ultimate Orb as well, so he will not be far off his Perseverance.
Anything comes in to defend, manages to stun up, goes invis again, so they can't target him. Out comes the ulti from AA as well. Looks like it's going to walk straight into his Abaddon, though he has his ulti up, so he'll be just fine. Actually, they're going to go in on him. There is a pause because there's a double DC on the side of Ironic at the moment. They've lost Timbersaw, Munchie Biscuit, and they've lost Evil Pooley as well on that Venomancer.
Very unfortunate. It's good spell death for Sand King. Now Venomancer's had the time to back up so far. He cannot offer any assistance.
Yeah, Man of Men might get the kill off on him, but I think even if he does get the kill, he's going down. Muffins did not mean to buy back.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, AA buys back when he has no ulti. This, oh no, poor Muffins.
Poor Muffins.
Bye bye, what pitiful gold he once had.
Well, left him on 24 gold, so literally all he had saved up is gone.
And he can't even make the most of it because he threw his ulti out before the buyback.
Yeah. Hey, it's on cooldown for another 31 seconds.
Yeah, he would have respawned before it was off cooldown. This Weaver is... Do you reckon he's just going to stop the Perseverance and build some damage or Medallion or something like that? Actually, Sanking might survive. He's on so little HP, but he makes it out. Oh, no, I stand corrected. He gets dived by the Rainbow Warrior and picked off. So that's another kill going the way of SkyBATH, and they are currently doubling the kills.
This tower's a very precarious situation.
Ironic,
Muffins now.
And he's dead behind his own tower. TP is coming in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do a lot. Munchy Biscuit here just going to deal with the creep wave.
Lots of just slightly too late teleportations coming in from Ironic this game.
The thing is, they can just burst people down so quickly, they can kill them before the TP comes in.
Indeed, I'm not just saying it's their fault or anything, it's just that it's been 3 or 4 times now someone's teleported in and just barely not made it in time.
Yeah, it's a horrible shame, and it's the worst shame that it was Muffins that got picked off there as well, because he didn't even want to be there. He was dead. He accidentally bought back, and then suddenly he gets killed again. And then coming in manages to stand up a creep and gets silenced. He now needs to back out as well. They want to defend this tier 1, but I don't know how much they should put into defending this tier 1 at the moment, because Weaver is happily destroying the tier 1 on bottom.
Very happily. His ultimate orbit bought at this point.
Kunkka is coming up to support as well, but he's really low on HP.
There goes the Ember Spirit's ultimate to escape, and there goes... He's out of mana. If they can nuke him down now, he's utterly done.
AA ulti is just short of him, unfortunately. Cold feet on him though. Now he manages to get out of that. Puck almost wiped out. Does
so much
actually
damage
get
from the
killed
shield.
off.
So much damage, and now the team has arrived.
Yeah, Muffin's going to get picked off on his tower again. Weaver doing it this time. He's going to keep diving actually. He's going to go and pick off set amount of men as well. Yep, there he goes. He might actually die to creeps and tower, but I think he has his ulti anyway.
Shukuchi like a little bastard.
So huge losses up here for Ironic right now. And TP comes in from Evil Pooley, but he can't really protect this tier 1 anymore. He needs to be really careful, because the damage actually coming out from Slight Fist is doing quite a decent amount.
The outcome of nearly every engagement has been devastating for Ironic so far this match, and they are the ones who are supposed to have the early game potential. This is not going well for him at all.
Really needs to be really careful. No, he's going to get picked off as well. AA ult comes in. It will actually catch Rainbow Warrior. Will it do enough damage through that shield of his though?
Shield is a max rank. It might not help at all. And Shield is going to sustain itself for a lot longer, and it saves him.
That shield, man. The only thing
also having picked up a BKB is what gives him the health to survive the AA ultimate at all, I believe.
He can pretty much just wander into the middle of the enemy team with his Flame Guard up now and his BKB just doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
Radiant's middle tower is being attacked.
Munchy Biscuit needs to be careful. Weaver's going to throw out those horrible little bugs and keep an eye on him.
Dire structures have been fortified.
Fort Force up top is free, try to push it down. Only being defended by Abaddon at the minute. No, there's a rotation for Crystal Maiden. TP also coming in from the Ember Spirit. There he comes. Up goes the Flame Guard. He's got Perfect Shield on him as well. Dives in. Manages to snare both of them. Muffins is going to melt almost instantly. Does throw out his ultimate. And out comes the boat as well. Crystal Maiden goes down. Stun from Man of Men on to Ollie. But it looks like they're going to keep diving on this Waffle King. Actually, the slow from Venomancer does manage to go for the Perfect Shield. They do get the kill on the Waffle King on his own tower though. Down goes Sand King as well. Evil Pooley's next. That's 4 men they've lost, and this tower finally going to go down, and Ironic are in dire straits.
Very, very dire straits. It is... nothing is working out for them, it seems. It's really looking quite dim.
I mean, if you're in a situation, I mean, what are you going to do?
This is a good question. I would have very difficult trying to devise a strategy for getting myself out of such a situation as this, because it is just so tipped in the opposite balance for them now. I don't see how they're going to recover. Unless they can pull off some wizardry to take every single team fight from henceforth, it's going to just not work out. Because they don't have any split push really, and they don't have any late game power potential. They can't hold out, and they can't take the towers, they can't win the team fights. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Yeah, they can't win a team fight without having level 11 on, like, Evil Pooley needs it. You need it on Muffin's AA as well, and you need it on the Sand King.
Preferably.
if you have that, then they have like a decent amount of team fight. Actually, here comes the boat. It's gonna land on Weaver and Ollie the Optimist. But he's got his ulti up, so he doesn't even care. Big silence by the puck, and they're all going to melt again. Dagon comes out from the puck, claims the kill on the AA. Looks like Timbersaw's going to go down as well. Desperately trying to get a return kill. Oh, another disconnect as well. They've lost Evil Pooley. And they're just getting picked off in all places. I mean, let's be honest, Waffle King here, he's next. He's going to go down to the Weaver, almost certainly. Munchie Biscuit on the Timbersaw, he is almost dead as well. He's being chased out by this Ember Spirit's burn damage, and I just don't see either of these getting away. It's going to be a 5-man wipe.
Munchie Biscuit has one of the slimmest hope, and I really don't think it's going to work out for him. Plus, was very lucky my fight to survive at all. He nearly got taken out just like last time. He survived with about 5 or 10 health after the torrent from Kunkka, but he managed to wander off.
And this is going to be the second time they lose a tier 1 and a tier 2 in a single engagement. I mean, I'd be inclined to tap out myself. But that's
I would be vocalizing the possibility very loudly at this point. But it seems they want to stick in it. Stay in there.
AA's ulti comes in, manages to hit on Ollie the Optimist, but he'll probably be fine because it's still just level 1.
Also hit for Weaver, who's in no danger whatsoever either. Weaver appears to be picking up a Dagon, I think. He's picked up a null talisman and stuff with a wizardry in his stash, so...
Another Dagon. I mean, they're at that stage where they're kind of far enough ahead that Dagon pickups are actually very beneficial.
Well, we've got a Dagon on the puck, got a Dagon on the Ember, soon got a Dagon on the Weaver as well. And, yeah, so...
Mass Dagon strat.
New meta.
Not often see outside of pubs, I'll be honest, but in this situation, they are really far ahead, and there's quite a few heroes they can burst down. I mean, AA and Venomancer just die pretty much instantly. Actually going to try to go in on the BK beat up Rainbow Warrior, but they can't do enough. The ultimate is still up on Abaddon. Throws out the boat before he goes down, does the Waffle King, but they're just picking off so many people right now. Rainbow Warrior diving super hard, does manage to get off the AA. Sand King dies in the background in the meantime. And when you're being killed under your own fucking tier 3s by an Ember Spirit with a Dagon, you've got to be wondering what the hell you can do to salvage anything from this game.
Indeed.
Oh, the damage he does! Evil Poonie's just going to melt. He's dead as well. Timbersaw can't even match up against Rainbow Warrior right now. He's trying desperately, and the burst damage is pretty good, but he's just stuck right in front of his own tower and goes down to a Dagon shot from Rainbow Warrior.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked.
Yeah, this is... I won't say it isn't very interesting to see, but it's not exactly riveting at this point. It is pretty clear that this is all in the ballpark of the SkyBATH majors.
Yeah, it's just the deficit between the two teams is just so great. Like, oh no, Waffle King's dead. Nothing he can do at all. Throws the boat, trying desperately to do anything, but he can't hit anything from that angle. The AA ultimate comes in as well. Man of Men is on the run, gets Dagoned up. He is going to die as well. That's 3 people down at the moment. They're still waiting for the Timbersaw to respawn. Desperately want this kill on Rainbow Warrior, but he just walks into death. Gets the ultimate off actually. It might
on all
be
5 of them.
Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. It's still a level bloody 1.
Indeed. Since we don't have an AA ultimate to comp up with it, it's going to do absolutely nothing.
They had the AA ultimate up on them already, and it still didn't kill them. Is that Dagon level 5 on the Ember Spirit now?
I believe so.
So he's just doing...
Level 4. Unless it's coming out on the courier, of course. No, that is
so
for the Abaddon picking up another Dagon now.
Oh my goodness, this is just cruel.
Only Crystal Maiden remains, and it does seem like she's going for it as well. Stuff of Wizardry Circlet.
It's going to come out. Does it hit Weaver? No, just missed him. So there's just nothing they can do now. There's so much burst damage. I mean, 700 damage from a Dagon is almost the entirety of Ancient Apparition's HP.
Very, very nearly.
And almost the entirety of Venomancer's HP. So he can just... Is that another level 4 Dagon as well? Level 3 up on the puck. There's so much burst damage. That's cheating. You went back to heal. Oh dear. Yeah, they can come back from this. I mean, they have their racks at least, so that's something. But they're being killed for sport at this point by SkyBATH.
Indeed.
Oh. They're gonna dive this.
And they
Oh! Ow! Double Dagon to the face. He just died.
It is very easy for Ember Spirit to just combo up his Sleight of Fist and his Dagon and kill pretty much any of them, even the Sand King. Maybe even the Conquer. No, not quite the Conquer.
Weaver's Dagon's out as well. This is a 5-man Dagon strat.
It is.
Crystal Maiden's desperately trying to get the gold to do it, but I don't know if he'll be able to before the match
That's
finishes.
only recipe to go. She might well be able to buy the recipe at least once to take down all the barracks.
Maybe that's why they just aren't going high ground yet. They want the Dagon up first.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Here
here
goes
comes
Puck.
Puck. Doesn't actually
There
catch
goes
it.
Ember as well.
Yeah, he's going to dive in with the BKB up.
BKB.
Manages to snare
And-
both of them. Just kills off Rainbow Warrior. Now chasing down Munchie Biscuit. He's running to his spawn. Waffle King is in the middle of the team and he is dead. Man of Men manages to stun, but it's going to hit the Lincoln Sphere, so it doesn't matter. Epicenter does come out. And they almost got Weaver, but he does have time.
Weaver's in trouble. He's running into the towers. Oh, he goes. No.
Hey, they got a Weaver! They got a kill! Crystal Maiden's also down as well. They might be able to pick off Ollie the Optimist as well. Munchie Biscuit going to work. Does bring him down. That's a double kill for him. Rainbow Warrior just sat in their base. He doesn't even care. That's what he's feeling right now. He's got a Dagon still. Is he going to use it? Oh, he zooms out of the base. Oh, and manages to Dagon Sand King to death. Munchie Biscuit is busy in pursuit. Doesn't quite get there. Oh, can they kill him? No. Escape. That is the way he goes. Munchie Biscuit is going to give chase, but he doesn't really have much in the way of mana to chase him. Mana boots do proc. Can he get this kill? He desperately wants it. They all want it. Can we see a kill from Munchie Biscuit? He dodges the Chakram. Doesn't manage to dodge the chain, but he's just so hard to kill.
Where's the Benny Hill music?
Go on, Munchie. Go on. Just right click him. It's come down to this.
And
I think it's
there's
time to give up
Grace.
now. I think it's time to just give up.
Oh, it might be worse than that. Him.
TP out. Can he make it? No. Dagon to the face. Oh, Munchie, you tried so hard. So
very
hard.
hard. That was a long, long chase.
I was just willing him on to get the kill at that point because they just anything anything they can get now is so worth it. And the amount of gold he'd actually gotten for killing that Ember Spirit would be
Through the roof.
Has he even died yet? No, he's 25-1. So that'd be a lot of gold. That's got to be like 1,500 gold at least.
At least.
Always have faith in your captain. Always have faith in your captain. I mean, I would give props to them. It didn't work out for them, and SkyBATH have actually played incredibly well, especially early
Very,
on.
very well.
It just didn't work out for them, but they've put on a good fight. They've been trying, and they're seriously outmatched at this point, and they're still going for it. Also, there's a dire ward right there, which is nasty, which just means you can sleight a fist uphill all day. Dagon's coming out again, managed to pick off Waffle King. Man of Men desperately trying to get some return kill, but time lapse out for the Weaver. They know where you are, bro. I think Ilvulpuli managed to do no damage with his ultimate there, which is a real shame.
Well, he did damage, just was all completely negated.
I
Got a
think
mechanism on the team, got an Abaddon with all the time lapse as well. It's just no way of bursting down that
he
Weaver.
just didn't hit anyone.
Oh, well, I shouldn't say, but they did manage to burst down the Weaver at one point when
they-
he was diving a bit
They've actually
too
lost
hard.
Ilvulpuli again to DC.
Oh dear.
Ironica, just they're beaten, but they refuse to accept it.
You think we've lost?
This is their pocket strat. They're just waiting to Ember Spirit to give so much gold that when they kill him, they can buy a rapier and win the game.
So, Anakin, I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
That's what we need to see. Some kind of crazy overextension. Ember Spirit has to run into their fountain. I think that is the strat from Ironic at this point.
No, you will die.
Oh, I missed that one as well.
Oh, dear.
Did he just Dagon him in one shot, didn't he?
Well, they have two
Sand
Dagons.
King's trying to
they
do
both level
epicenter.
5.
Does get it off. It's actually going to get a kill on. Oh no, the Weaver surviving time. That's right out of it. Rainbow Warrior gets himself another kill. Evil Pooley's on the run. He got Dagon to death. Boat manages to hit a creep. Waffle King trying what he can, but he can't really do anything at this stage. And they're going to lose. Easily going to lose this Rax right now. This is double Rax, triple Rax, everything gone. Fountain punched to death.
Radiant's middle barracks is under attack.
Let's make it
Radiant's
fair.
middle barracks
Fight us in the
is
fountain.
destroyed. Radiant's middle barracks is being. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
Out comes the ultimate. Gonna connect on 2.
Is under attack.
Level 2 one.
Double Dagon.
Double take on. There you go, this is GG. Finally called by Ironic. They kept fighting towards the end, and I blame Captain's mode, worst mode. Good call, Waffle. This is true team spirit. Blame everybody else.
Rematch with all random. Hell yeah, I want to see that.
Oh no, CM didn't get the Dagon.
Oh.
I think it's
He must have had
attributed
the
to the
goal.
fact. I think it's attributed to the
No,
fact.
yeah,
that,
it must have been because Timber saw Dagon her down towards the very end.
Munchy shot her with a Dagon, just to stop her getting her own Dagon. So poor little Crystal Maiden. But I think it's like they have, what is it? One. Yeah, they've got a level 2, a level 3, a level 4, and a level 5 Dagon on.
And I'm fairly certain Puck could afford a level 3. No, he cannot quite afford level 5 just yet.
That's because Ember Spirit was stealing all of the gold.
691 gold per minute, 780 XP per minute. It's pretty glorious.
Just gonna throw out the averages, that one. I mean, what can you? I kind of like the draft from Ironic, but they really needed to wrestle the early game away
I
from.
really like the
SkyBATH.
draft, Ironic, but yeah, I don't know what to say what they did wrong, because I don't think they made a mistake in putting the tri-lane against the top. I think that was the right decision.
Mhm.
But it just didn't work. Only possible other position were going at aggressive trial against the Weave, trying to shut them down, putting the Kunk on offlane to annoy more than anything else. But then I don't see how we could have laned this any better, really.
I think the major thorn in their ass was Abaddon. Made it so difficult to kill off Ember Spirit, and that's what they really wanted to do. And if like you could go, oh well, they maybe as well just kill off Crystal Maiden, but she was barely on the lane. She was really far back when she was on the lane, and the rest of the time she was busy in the jungle. So they couldn't even like kill her off. And the entire time when it was just 2 on lane, Abaddon stood under his tower while Ember Spirit farmed in relatively decent safety. So the aggressive tri-lane just didn't really get a chance to be as aggressive as they wanted to be.
No, it's true.
Puck picked up first blood, got an early blink as well. Pretty much secured all of the runes, apart from a couple that Munchy Biscuit ended up with. And his mass silence really kind of screwed over a heavily caster-based team for Ironic. And well, Weaver is difficult to kill. Even as a Timbersaw, it's difficult to kill him because he's so evasive.
All of the heroes on the Dire team are difficult to kill, except for Crystal Maiden. They all have escape mechanisms, so otherwise they're very durable.
Yeah, I mean Abaddon is really relatively easy to murder before level 6. But
once he hits that level 6,
yeah, he becomes just a absorber of damage, which is quite irritating actually. But yeah, and even if it hadn't gone well in the laning phase, they had the Ember Spirit and the Weaver, so the potential for split push, which really would have been quite difficult for Ironic to deal with, was going to be pretty hard in the kind of mid game, and they'll be able to claw back quite easily because once Weaver has a few items, he's really dangerous to deal with. It wouldn't have been Ember Spirit that would have been the big worry, but he did what he needed to do. He got really big in the mid game and just didn't stop snowballing from there.
Indeed. Looking at both the carries, and especially the snowboarding carries, we both did exactly that. 8 to 1 is incredibly good. 21, 9 to 1. That's just. It's not even fun anymore.
No, it's just. I'm surprised they weren't in like teabagging them in the fountain towards the end. It kind of felt almost like that with the mass Dagons.
Well, maybe they could have if they hadn't massed the Dagons.
Maybe. All bought 4 staffs and just mass 4 staff someone out of the base. That would be the next plan. But yeah, I think actually, to be fair, SkyBATH, they kind of masterfully drafted. Their draft was really great.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
I say I like Ironics. I did like it because it's kind of a fighty one, and we like a good bit of fight. But SkyBATH were just their draft was a really clever idea that they executed superbly. And
But
not
Ember
only did
Spirit
it
came out of left field. I did not see that coming.
No. I mean, we don't see him that often. The thing is, he doesn't really function in that kind of farming carry role particularly well. Although he did a great job in this one. He's because he's that kind of mid-game snowballer. You ideally want him in like a mid or something like that. But they made it work really effectively, so you can't really knock him for it, can you?
Nope.
Okay, then, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything we have today. Thank you for tuning in. I've been Nuff, he's been Sittle, and this has been the UKGL Season 2. And we'll see you on Sunday for the next game. Cheerio!
Toodle pip.